how the holder of the hook saw should pass in relation to the needle, how the tip of the hook is passing in relation to the needle. At the moment we are seeing that the tip of the hook is passing very high above the eye of the needle. There we can see, we see the eye of the needle and we see that the tip of the hook is passing very high above. And then we must make the following adjustment. So to make the adjustment and move the hook, either to delay or advance it, we must see that some have 2 screws, like in this case 1 and 2, while others have 3 screws. We loosen these screws, loosen them a bit, so that we can apply force to the crab to move it, because if we loosen it too much, it will move a lot. So, as we see that the top of the crab is too far forward, we need to move it back a little. We lower the needle, and at the moment the top is reaching the needle, we will pull back a little. Let's move it back a little so that the tip of the crab passes 0.5 millimeter above the eye of the needle, which is its correct measurement. It cannot pass either higher or lower than the eye of the needle, because then it will cause a skipped stitch. So since this one is ahead, let's move it back. A little pressure, obviously with the screws slightly loosened. There we see it a little, we test it, and when we are sure that we have given here the correct measurement, we tighten the screws again, and I will show you how it looks in its correct measurement. Well, there we see how the adjustment turned out. We see that the tip is passing 0.5 millimeters above the eye of the needle. There we can see the little black eye, and we see the tip of the hook compared to how we had it before. We see the distance, move the shuttle, you turn it all the way around and check out that it still matches the measurement we set. And after making this adjustment, we tightly fasten the screws that hold the shuttle, and I will mount the feed dog's foot, and we will test how this adjustment turned out. Remember, the tip should pass 0.5 millimeters above the eye and should barely graze the needle. You cannot touch it or pass too far apart because it will cause thread breakage and skipped stitches. Once we have the machine adjusted, proceed to turn it on, place the material, and we will test the stitching. So remember, after each adjustment, manually turn the flywheel 2 or 3 times, right, to avoid causing major damage or breaking apart if something went wrong. Roll the camera and let's say the stitching. We see how it turned out. We don't have any skipped stitches. We pressed the pedal all the way down. And we can see how the stitch turns out. After testing like this, we see that there was no skip stitch. This means that the machine is well adjusted